So I think I have an interesting video today. I don't know. This really interested me. I mean, enough to talk about it with you guys. Because I never really thought about this stuff with One Punch Man. Usually, popularity polls, obviously from the title we're going to be talking about that, come from like Weekly Shonen Jump series. Typically. I mean, it's not unheard to be in other battle mangas and whatnot. And like I said, I never really thought to think about this stuff with like One Punch Man. Maybe because I'm just so integrated, I guess, into the community that I have my finger on the pulse. I basically know who the favorite characters are, both hardcore and amongst the casuals that create the whole entire fandom as a whole. But like I said, I was reading volume 10 and there's like this bonus chapter, kind of. It's like a 2-page bonus chapter, I guess, that just pertains to the character popularity poll for the first time in the manga. At least I'm pretty sure this is the first and only popularity poll in the manga. It's kind of weird seeing it, typed out officially, and it's like, oh, it makes sense. But one more thing before we get into it. Like I said, volume 10. So this covers up to about chapter 56 or 55 of the manga. So just keep that in mind. Some characters don't have feats, developments, moments, or whatever. And that's, play a part into the reception that these characters have. Mostly. A lot of this is like fanboy, fangirlism. But let's get into it. So, number one, as you expected, Saitama. There's no way anybody else is going to be picked above him, in my opinion. And then number two, Fubuki. Did anybody expect that? I didn't. I don't know. It's kind of weird seeing Fubuki in number two, right? I thought maybe it'd be like Genos or something like that unanimously, but no, straight up Fubuki. And like I said, this is chapter 55, so she barely has any kind of development in the series so far. She's only had the moment with Saitama, really, and then like a blip in season 1. So people are just a really fan of her aesthetics, I suppose. More so than her character personality, which she does have, but not to the extent that she currently does. Then we have Sonic at number 3. This makes sense to me because Sonic is definitely a fan service character, not just aesthetically, but also personality wise. And then Genos at number 4. I'm just a little surprised. I thought maybe it would have swapped with him and Fubuki, but I mean, it checks out. It's just, it's strange because we're also looking at a different, I guess, demographic than what we would typically see in the Shonen Jump. But going further, Moomin Rider at number 5. A little surprised by that, but then again, he does have some great moments. But I don't know, Moomin Rider was never a top 5 type of guy to me. He is great. Don't get me wrong. Number 6, Tatsumaki. Understandable. Tsundere through and through, and that knocks her down several notches for me personally, but man, she brings it right back up and then maybe even goes further because of those darn aesthetics that she's got. And then number 7, Zombieman. So I don't know. I don't get it. It seems like the Asian fandom, or maybe just Japanese and Korean community, love Zombieman. They love this dude. I always see the most fan art, not the most, of course, but like some of the most fan art coming out of One Punch Man, besides like the main characters that we see in the top 5 here, is going to be Zombieman. Like, they just love this dude. Maybe he is just super cool and they just can't get enough of him because at this point, he has nothing in the manga. Like, by chapter 56, he's done nothing, right? He hasn't fought anyone. We don't even know what his abilities are, really. So I guess these are webcomic readers, but still, it's like number 7, interesting. And then number 8, King. A little disappointed. I'm thinking King should have taken that 5th spot, but it's fine. Number 9, Mosquito Girl. Come on, guys. What are we, season 1 casuals here? We're well integrated into the manga by now. We're at chapter 56, 55. I think we can move on from Mosquito Girl. I mean, definitely, especially being number 9. Come on. And number 10, Saitama Young. Young Saitama. I don't know what this means exactly because I can't see the actual official site that the popularity poll is on. I think it's down, or I need to make like a count on there. And it's all in Japanese, so that's never going to happen. So I'm looking at this on the wiki. And it just says young in parentheses. So maybe this is like the Saitama from the 200 yen bonus chapter, possibly. Or it's Saitama that fought Cravlante, but would that be considered young Saitama? I mean, he was 22. And at number 11, it's our boy Boros. And he's a little too high up here. Yeah, I think he should have been in the spot of like Tatsumaki or Zombieman, honestly. But that was it was up to me, of course. But pretty dope that he's got 666 votes, though. And then number 12, we got Glasses. Wow, Glasses, our other boy, the boy of boys, actually. Glasses is here at number 12. I did not expect to see him on this list at all, and even if I did, I thought he'd be in like the top 30 or something. So this is great. This is confirmation that us Glasses heads out there, we're not alone. This guy really is awesome. He is a significant character. He's so cool, and they didn't even get to see the development that we got to see yet. They've only seen A New Wind Blows at this point because they're only on chapter 56, and he doesn't go against Garo until chapter 81, right? So number 13, Bang. That's fine. Of course, he should be up, a couple spots, but this list is the way that it is, and honestly, I'm not too mad at this list. It's not as egregious as you'd think. And then number 14, this is where I'm going to come to an end, Garo. And then again, like, I get it, Garo being at number 14 here, it's only chapter 56, but then again, it's like, we have to have some webcomic readers here, right? That has to explain Zombieman to some degree, so they would know Garo, which means that he should be at number 1, right? I don't know. It's not my list again, but I mean, there are 20 here, and you can just, here's the rest of them. But I just wanted to go up to Garo because it's too bad that he's number 14. But interesting, right? I thought this was pretty interesting. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Do you think they should make a new one? Do you care? If you liked the video, please give it a like. And I also have a Patreon that gives you actual weekly Q&A. And if you haven't already, please subscribe as well. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.